Hello world and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So, one, I am in the same outfit that you just saw from the previous video. And two, it's because I didn't feel good, so I just decided that why don't I just sit down and keep talking because it's making me feel a little better. If you don't know why, then check out my last video because it would explain as to why I feel like crap. But anyway, I wanted to just quickly do something fun, a tag. It's a tag that I randomly saw and I don't even know where I saw it. It was just the 90s tag, and so I quickly wanted to do it. It was the best era, so let's get started. If you are not subscribed, make sure that you click the subscribe button, become part of our family today, and I'll stop rambling. Just go. I am going to read the questions out loud, so let's just hop into it. The first question is, what is my favorite Disney film? And it's really difficult because Disney actually has a lot and amazing films, and I feel like they were even better in the 90s. So I guess I would just pop up a couple of the pictures. Maybe the entire screen will end up popping up with pictures because I feel like there were a lot of my favorite films during that time. Like Hocus Pocus, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, just a whole bunch of different ones. Come on, the best movies were during the 90s. Oh, the second question is favorite music artists. And I feel like that's such a difficult question because the 90s was like, I don't know, the 90s was just so filled with like amazing music. Like Tupac, I guess I can think of rap, Aaliyah, she passed away, so some of you guys will never really get to experience her, we will never get to experience her music anymore, but she was really good. Boy band, kind of like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, but I don't know if they were early 2000s, I don't remember. Eminem, if maybe he was early 2000s or 90s, I don't remember. Let me see some other ones. I know that Green Day was good. I'm trying to think of other ones, but those are just some of the good ones during that time. Candy from the 90s. My favorite candy from the 90s. I feel like every bit of candy that was from the 90s was so, like if I were to taste them right now, it'd probably be so bad for you in the sense of all the chemicals within them, but they were like the bomb. Like if you just think about that jug of like bubble gum that was like powder, but then you chew on it and it eventually would become gum, like that was my jam. Like I would just throw back the entire jug and eat that. Noun leaders, the hardcore nine, those are my favorite candy till this day. Noun leaders, the intense like hard ones, from like the very get-go, those are my favorite. The squeeze pop ones were like, they were literally, you would just squeeze it out and they were just like sour, kind of like jelly consistency. It was like sour gel. And lastly, I know there's a lot more candy options, but I'm gonna stop at the last one, which is the baby bottle pops. Like those things, I would die for those things. Oh, I love those things so much. I would always eat them. And if I can sit here, I can probably think of 20 million other different types of candies that I was obsessed with when I was younger. The next question is favorite McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I can only think of two that I remember getting really excited about receiving in my Happy Meal, and I don't even remember if it was in the 90s per se, but I remember getting Furby, and the only reason I was excited was because I could give it to my friend that was collecting them, because I honestly hated Furby. Furby was one of those toys that freaks me out because Furby, insert a picture of Furby right now. Furby was one of those toys that were supposed to only function when like you were playing with them, but the Furbies that I always got were like, I don't know, demonic. Second toy that I remember getting in my McDonald's Happy Meal was the Tamagotchi. Oh my gosh, those were the best toys. I love those things. It's basically, I'll insert a picture again. You guys, I feel nowadays there's still some, but there's so much more high-tech. Like you have to put pieces into it, because I know one of my 5th grader has it, and so she plays with it and she'll like stick like a brush in on the side and it like brushes the hair of the animal. But like you only had like 2 to 3 buttons on the Tamagotchi, and you basically, that's the only way you're able to keep this thing alive. You'd hatch the egg and it was your baby, you took care of it no matter what, and if it died, your world crushed and burned. So Tamagotchi, I remember getting a little small one from McDonald's, and I used that thing to basically burn and crash. The next question is my favorite book. So I'm guessing my favorite books from the 90s. A few books come to my mind when I think about the 90s, and the number one book that I think of is Harry Potter. Now Harry Potter, the first book, I don't think came out till like the late 90s, but it was actually a book that I absolutely loved. It was one of the first books that I actually picked up and read, and so the Harry Potter is actually very dear and near to my heart because I started picking up the books at a very young age, and as I read the books, J.K. Rowling was releasing the books, so I felt like I was growing with Harry, and I could relate very much to Harry. So Harry Potter. Second, for sure, the Goosebumps books. Man, I read every single Goosebump under and above the sun, the stars, the moon, whatever you want to say. I read every single one of them. They were so weird, so interesting and creepy, but I loved them, and I read every single one of them. Hold on, my husband calling. Harry Potter and Anne of the Green Gables. Obviously Harry Potter wins, but Anne of the Green Gables is definitely number 2. Favorite Nick Jr. show? Nick, Nickelodeon. Nick was like my number 1 when I was younger, and then as I started growing up, I started digging more of like the sitcom feel, and so then that's when I really turned it to Disney. But Nick I loved. Like, Nick had all the like cartoons, and so I absolutely loved Nick because of the cartoons. I can list so many of them, but my tops, I would for sure say Rocket Power. I would for sure say Hey Arnold. Anyway, those were some of my favorites, I guess, 90s things from this 90s tag. I really loved to kind of thinking about the 90s. It was definitely the best time because it was a time where I didn't have any responsibility and I was just a child, and cannot please go back. But anyway, I hope that you guys have had a great day, great weekend. God bless you, God bless your face.